does anything happen? Meepo! What in God's name? The first Meepo of the tournament, and it's in the grand finals at a Tigers.
Moon, he may find some action here. SoNNeikO does still have the ability to roll away. As Moon is chasing, Moon's going to have Swashbuckle back up in 5, but already the sow starts to tick. Sure, it gets cancelled, but SoNNeikO needed to pop it there. If he didn't, the Swashbuckle would have been enough. And at the same time, in the mid lane, Ahjit sets up, gets the first blood onto Magical as the solo Meepo. And this Drow lineup, they never sort of want to be playing from behind in these very early stages of the game.
Yeah. They at least have, of course, they have the Blizzy Enigma. Oh, is this going to be a toss back?
Crystallize coming a little too far up the lane as he will accept his fate. No escape from there as another kill for Tigers.
Tigers had it set up from the draft.
Absolutely. They really did. They had a lot of fallbacks, a lot of ways to react to anything that NaVi did in terms of their lane matchups.
They need this. They need this to go a bit better as the toss back is already happening.
He's in a tricky position. Frostbitten. And without a hope in the world, Chu caught out this top lane, just getting absolutely smashed now. In fact, all lanes just looking to be a rough start for NaVi. All cores finding the farm on Tiger's lineup. As again, top, Xepher.
Another toss back.
Oh, and it's going to be another free kill. The Frostbite sets up for more money into the bank of the Wonder Kid, aka inYourdreaM.
Magical's level 5. Our Meepo's probably level 8 already.
Oh, and they're diving in on Crystallize top. Crystallize does have SoNNeikO by his side. Is there anything that he can do to help him? I don't think so. The Frostbite locking down yet another double kill for the Weaver, and they're not done yet. They're going to try for SoNNeikO as well. They have the Avalanche. He's already thrown out the kick. SoNNeikO will fall at 6.5 minutes in. It's a triple kill for Wonder Kid. 5k lead now for Tigers.
So troublesome for NaVi with the Drow lineup. You're losing all 3 lanes. Your supports are going to be extremely underleveled because of this. And the sides of Tiger, they're all enabled. They all have CM aura. They're all getting these early item timings. And panel mentioned, like Kyle said, they want to snowball with Meepo. This is one great setup. Yeah. Getting Magical involved as soon as he gets 6. Same thing with Blizzy. Getting themselves at least a kill on the board.
You're like, all right, guys, we can get this done. We can make things happen. It's not going to be easy. NaVi, they can band together and make these sort of plays. It's going to be so tough, though, because top lane Crystallize getting punished yet again. Still just level 4 on the Drow Ranger at 7.5 minutes in. Chu, he's got nowhere to run either. Just a level 3 Dazzle, all on his lonesome. Same time down bottom, Moon gets in on top of the Enigma, and it just doesn't stop. Tigers, relentless with their fury.
And Weaver's just kind of jungling, giving the Tiny the experience. So for NaVi, they have to pretty much sit behind people.
He's trying to lead in, see if he can go for the walk-in black hole onto Moon, and he does still get it off. Able to walk forward, he has the backup with him as NaVi. They'll turn to look for a second, but Ahjit, he's in with the push, straight on top of the Magical Storm Spirit. Storm's gone. Blizzy, can he really set something up? They brought Crystallize in as well. It'll be a huge kill if they can find it, but there's a lot of back of the Gust. Stopping the push for now. Can they kill this Meepo in time? The Poison Touch comes out. They can. They get Ahjit, but they lose 2 more. As both SoNNeikO and Blizzy have fallen. Wonder Kid striking back as NaVi, they've lost 3. He's going to look to dive in for this. He can feel confident as he still has the ability of the time lapse, but he has been silenced underneath the tower. It doesn't matter. The timing's still there for the time lapse to come out as NaVi effectively getting team wiped by Tigers. Wonder Kid stays alive.
Even the Enigma and the Storm Spirit, they're almost at the same level as that Tiny. The 3 cores on Tigers just running away with this game.
Yeah, they just absolutely crushed the laning stage, and they've got the perfect heroes to sort of keep ahead with that.
Yep.
They can make so many plays happen around the map, whereas for NaVi it's a lot harder. They'll try, they'll roll in, they get the Magnetize out, Crystallize leading forward, SoNNeikO has to back away. They do have to lock down onto one of the Meepos. Can they kill off Ahjit in time? They're trying their best, but they can't close the gap. As Moon's in with the Rolling Thunder, holding NaVi away. They finally do get the kill on Ahjit as he ticks down to the Magnetize, but they've lost 4. Make that 5 as Blizzy, held in place by the Avalanche, dies as Wonder Kid gets the triple kill. Every time NaVi try and find at least 1 kill from Tigers, it costs them their full 5-man.
And look at all that. The obs and the sentries, yeah, they're just completely trying to control and suffocate NaVi off the map so that they can't try to catch up. Tigers knows how incredible of a position that they're in right now.
There's a 16-minute E-Blade picked up by Ahjit.
Blink, E-Blade treads, and like triple Wraith Band.
Mid lane shoot.
Unbelievable timing.
It's going to take a creep to the face. There's top lane. SoNNeikO and Magical. They're trying to go onto Wonder Kid, but he's so damn scary. They have to roll away. TP out of there. Just get away from the big old bug.
Ahjit's strong enough to be able to take it. Since he's the Meepo, he gets the lifesteal talent, and then he's able to do it quite easily. They even throw a freezing field on top to give him some assistance.
As we saw, it was a resounding success for Tigers, despite his death.
This Drow is just never going to be able to catch up in this game. He has no place to farm.
That top SoNNeikO. Get the roll off, but someone's there waiting for him. It's Xepher, the big old rock man. Tosses him back. Another kill, surely to go the way of the Weaver. Stick charges will buy some time for SoNNeikO. Moon says stop messing around, Weaver. I'm going to clean up the kill. Same time down bottom. Ahjit gets himself on top of Chu. Crystallize. Oh, he's hiding. He's praying. But here comes Ahjit, and he's slaying. Triple kill for Ahjit.
Oh, I mean, we've been saying it for a while, but this game looks impossible for them to really try to play. SoNNeikO will be trying to protect this then.
Xepher, but Xepher quick with the blink. Not to be caught out by the rock. As here's Moon. And look who he's found. Rolling into NaVi's half a town. As both Crystallize and Chu pay the price for being in the middle of the warpath, being stomped down by Tigers. But as it stands, every single fight, Tigers are going to come in a few weight classes stronger.
Yeah, Hex finished now, so he can kill literally anybody he grabs, but there is a BKB now on Blizzy.
Let's Crystallize. Pushes the lane out as far as he can. Quickly TP's out. He's got the Shadow Blade and the Aghanims queued up this game, so prepared to sort of be pushed inside of the base, and now outside of the base.
Oh my.
But he's not dying. Ahjit, he's very tanky. He's already managed to kill off two. They do finally get him, and Blizzy with the BKB black hole holds his ground, locks down Moon, but Moon already with the sort of the damage resistance from the Crimson and the shield crash, he just doesn't die. Blinks forward, a second shield crash finishes off Blizzy, and again, every time Ahjit dies, NaVi loses the fight.
Meepo buys back and he's ready to go. Now there's no black hole. Now there's no big team fight on the side of NaVi to try to bring him down.
A 24k lead. And Tigers already back in position outside of the base of NaVi. In fact, Xepher, he's straight into it. He leads him with a blink dagger. May have gone a step too far though. SoNNeikO's in on top of him and straight away in response. They get the silence to cancel the freezing field. They're looking to get on top of inYourdreaM. Disable with the vortex. They get the kill. But now Ahjit blinking in, ready to fight back and get revenge for his fallen teammates. He'll take down one, take down two, buyback for SoNNeikO, but they're without Blizzy for a full minute. Magical has got the buyback. The Tigers themselves, they've also brought back everybody that can to keep this push going as the full 5-man. NaVi having to defend as 4. There's the jump in again. Tigers, they're ready to pounce. SoNNeikO being beat down by Xepher. They've got the root. They have the Hex in control. Straight away, a Grave will be there to buy some time for Magical. He does get the zip off because of it. The Grave will keep Storm alive, but Ahjit and the team, they're onto the second set of racks, moving down this bottom lane. They'll clean up a full racks. 2 full racks now. As Tigers, they're ready to look for more. Magical tries to zip in. Quick ball and lightning to dodge the avalanche. 10 seconds until Blizzy's back. How long until the black hole? It's still going to be a while longer, I imagine. Yes, still a full minute until that's there for the fight. As Xepher just holding back NaVi. Blizzy's going to TP forward aggressively, but as I say, he has no black hole to offer. Only a midnight pulse. He'll drop it down amongst the racks, but the melee's already fallen. Crystallize trying to prioritize taking down Xepher. They do get the vortex to drag back Tiny as Xepher will drop. He's dead for 70. Can they get more? Glimmer Cape keeps 40-37, the distance that he needs to get away.
All right, round 2. Try to catch him outside the base before they get on the high ground setup. Moon.
With the smite, they'll find Moon on the front lines. They don't want to commit a black hole onto him straight away, but they will jump forward with Magical. BKB's going to be popped by Blizzy. inYourdreaM coming in for the side. Blizzy trying to hold back and wait for the opportune time to black hole. He'll pop it onto Moon. Moon gets the Rolling Thunder out there and will survive. The freezing field out as they cannot get out. They've lost Blizzy. They've lost SoNNeikO. They've lost Chu. They'll lose Crystallize. GG is called. Tigers turning up to this best of 5 grand finals with an absolute whopper of a game 1. Not even close. They absolutely stomped NaVi here in this game. The draft played out perfectly. NaVi caught off
Ooh, they could Husker too.
Man, they are just cheesing it up. I don't know if NaVi wants to play first pick anymore against these guys.
And
They banned Huskar last game, they get meatbowed.
Incredible thing called 8 armor and huge health and incredible HP regen, so you can soak those barrages up very easy. So we'll see if NaVi can actually pull this one. They're bringing 3 to secure these bounty runes. MoonMeander's just going to walk in. He didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
Takes a decent amount of damage here, but he's an ogre.
On the rocket barrage, but as you're
they've got
well, with the
got
wrap around
two.
from Chu, that'll do it. All right, that's a way to sort of help the Gyro have a bit of a better time than the Gyro should in the lane, give him first blood. Destroying sort of any attempt from Blizzy to make that lane a little more manageable. That's mid lane. Magical.
Oh,
magical. All right, not first blood, but a kill in that 1 versus 1 in the middle for Magical. He just kills the Huskar.
And I see that I think Gyro went for missile, and I think I saw them kill it once or twice already now, too, with that Lina plus Ogre.
And his top lane as well. We'll see where sort of Blizzy does decide to put himself as trying for those creep cuts have not proved to be successful. Does get the call onto 1437. A couple of spins could set them up for a kill as he tries to chase down the Undying already, though. He's lost SoNNeikO. 1437 heals himself back up with the Soul Rip. There's a lot of creeps hitting into Blizzy, but Blizzy, he's losing strength. He's getting body blocked perfectly by 1437 as Blizzy, he'll get another call off to give him an extra bit of armor. Try for 1437. He does get him as he spins to his death. They take the trade. Blizzy falls, but he gets the kill on 1437. So at least something there for NaVi. It'll look to be in a game where they get him for his 5th pick, because he is getting uninterrupted farm.
And look at poor Blizzy. Like, this is the axe that usually ends up dominating pretty hard. He can't do what he wants to. He can't cut the creep waves. They're trying to get these trade kills onto the Undying over and over again.
Oh, they may just get him. Nice soul rips there. As now they'll turn. Look towards SoNNeikO. SoNNeikO in trouble. Will fall. He's trying to chase Blizzy, looking for 1437, but 1437 taunts his way out of there. Blizzy pops a stick charge, but just slowly being right-clicked down by inYourdreaM. He's on top of them with the Shikuchi. Same time down bottom. Toss back into setup. They'll get Moon. Chu will tick out to the Ignite, but Crystallize. Can he get more out of this? He's got stick charges, but will not be able to follow Xepher with another rocket barrage.
I mean, if they can get it, if they get on top of the Huskar, they can close. They have a lot of ways to control him, like you mentioned. Magical. Very low on mana here. Might just have a TP. Yeah.
Is he actually okay, though? He's absolutely not. I mean, this is a Huskar that just got an arm there. He's going to hit you so darn hard. And indeed, Roche is just getting completely shredded by this lineup of Tigers. There's going to be no time for NaVi to have a look in. That's a Huskar at the top of the net worth by... And I get this is the good thing sort of about the Storm this game. Magical can do this. Sort of the biggest threats are being set up upon by a Fire Blast or a Light Strike Array. But he's keeping it safe mid lane. Oh, the Axe tries to jump in, but Blizzy gets the call off a little too late. They do kill the Aegis, but the timing, he is going to get hit by the Supernova stun, but he's at full health. Not a lot that they could do about that. Ahjit's going to continue to stand his ground.
There's a lot of protection, and there's other things you do have to be wary of. Sure, it's a Huskar who's super farmed, but this Weaver is no joke either. He's got Dragonlance. He's getting close to that Diffusal Blade too. So it can't, you know, when you start thinking so much about it. They get the call.
They do. Blizzy. He's in. The control's there with a follow-up Chu Avalanche.
So they're addressing. At least they're able to find this Weaver. Like we were saying, it's starting to shift a tiny little bit. And now, while they know that Tigers are starting to split up, they want to look for some plays with these double blink daggers. There's only 2 heroes here on the side of Tigers. They do have the Ogre kind of rotating over.
They're going to try. They get the jump. It's straight away. Chu's on top of them, ready with the follow-up disabled. Do they have the damage to bring him down? Magical. In with the Vortex to drag it back. Ahjit still alive. A tree cut through. They get the kill. They kill the Huskar and the Tombstone. Maybe see if they could chase for more. Wonder Kid does hit the backup coming in. Tigers, they're bringing in Moon and Xepher ready to turn this fight around as they found the Phoenix. And Crystallize gets the call down. He's able to flak as well. A lot of damage flying out from the Gyrocopter. 1437 still alive with the Soul Repeal coming in for onto himself. They get a double kill for the Weaver, but NaVi, they're striking back. They found 3 and they're knocked out. Magical. He's in with the control. Vortex onto the Weaver. NaVi take 4 kills from Tigers. As Moon, he'll hide, hope to survive in the pit, but they'll find him as well. Triple kill for Crystallize. NaVi very much with a chance this game.
They force the issue a little bit here. Stormster, we see Magical. He's not really near the fight. He's starting to port his way down in. The Tombstone
should be able to farm it up.
SoNNeikO
He went straight into. He's going to get the supernova off though. Can they kill the egg in time? They're trying. Moon's punching in. They do get the egg. They take it down. But Gyro and Crystallize moving in with the BKB. Ahjit tries to jump in, but he loses his life immediately. They've lost the Huskar. They'll lose the Ogre as well. And NaVi aren't done. Xepher will turn for the TP. Does he manage to get out in time? He does not. Blizzy in with the dunk down. And on the side, they found the stun. The missile connects. They're on top of inYourdreaM, but he gets the Shikuchi out as the avalanche ends. Hiding in the trees. They're hunting. Will they see him? He's going to go for the TP out there. Any sort of AoE stun to catch him? There is not. So inYourdreaM will escape. Should we really have died that much on the bottom lane as this Ogre and Lina? I think, you know, Xepher and Moon, we've seen some great games for them. As I said at the start, we've seen games where this matchup crushes a lane. They did not this time round. They gave up kill after kill. As now Moon does manage to get himself on top of SoNNeikO, but SoNNeikO's got the egg. He's fine. They'll have to start retreating. Lots of TPs were forced out by NaVi. They won't quite be able to catch out Tigers.
Crystallize going the perfect items to this game that, you know, just a little bit of HP in the beginning with the drums. Phase boots, Xepher gets caught.
Magical, he's starting to get the ball massively rolling with the Bloodstone and with the Kaya. Let's see what they can find here. inYourdreaM, just find him. He's got, yeah, just go straight for the zip TP. There's nothing to cancel it.
Just that limited catch. As soon as Lina's dead, there's only an Ogre really for that stun for them to provide. And again, the Blade Mill.
Oh, Blizzy.
To follow up at Chu.
I mean, it's crumbling. It's really crumbling for Tigers. It just seems weird to see from them. You know, there's not a Huskar, there's not a Dazzle, there's not an Oracle in this game. The best sort of save they have is a Soul Rip. And then in terms of sort of disable and ways to keep NaVi off it, there's a Fire Blast and a Light Strike. If those spells aren't used perfectly, NaVi are going to be able to fight. And once again, Magical, zip straight in. They're on top of the Huskar. The Spirit Vessel down onto him as well. And with the BKB on Crystallize, he's straight in on top of him. They get the kill onto the Huskar. There's going to be a buyback from Ahjit as he's TPing in to the mid lane. He wants to desperately try and fight back. Blizzy stands his ground, beats down the Tombstone. They've lost the Phoenix, but the Taunt, the spins, Blizzy, he'll bring down the Undying with him. Tigers, they have to try and punch back for more with that buyback from Ahjit. inYourdreaM chasing down Crystallize. Crystallize, he's got Magical by his side. Is there anything Magical could do to keep that Gyro safe? There is not. So Tigers will be able to at least trade, take core kills with them. With Chu and Magical, can they disrupt this attempt long enough to buy time for the axe to come in? It's pretty low. They could certainly look for a zip steal if they time it right, but they're not going to. Tigers, they'll get themselves the Aegis onto Ahjit. Quick blink away from the Tiny. I don't think there's any other teams, if any, sort of in sort of the top realm of Dota 2 teams at the moment that would just, if you sort of, you know, turn up to a draft, get that ending pick, the Gyrocopter, and just go for it like that, have that sort of faith in it. But NaVi did, they had a strat and plan. The call so far it's looking good as mid lane. Blizzy gets the call onto the two, the setups there for the quick kills onto both Xepher and Moon.
Build up those Bloodstones.
He's up to 20 Bloodstone charges as he's getting those items. Tigers still, though, they do have the ways to force the fights as they're straight down the mid lane. Ahjit onto the tier 3 tower. At the same time, Magical, he's looking for a bit of split push on the Storm. He's actually taking a tier 3 tower down himself. And now back off, go for the TP back to base. Fire Blast comes out onto the Phoenix, but not enough damage to kill him off. SoNNeikO will be fine. Jump forward. They get the call onto the Huskar. The Supernova as well. Ahjit's gone. He was silent. He couldn't get the Aghanim's time lapse. inYourdreaM could not get the save as Tigers, they've lost 3. NaVi, they're not done. They want to make sure they clean up the entire lineup of Tigers. They have lost Blizzy, but this is what I'm saying. With the axe, it doesn't matter if he goes in and dies because he can set up the rest of his team for glory. 1437 will escape, but again, NaVi holding these defenses and that silence onto the Weaver.
NaVi seem to have thwarted this Huskar.
It's Magical. Silence onto Moon. Quick zip in. There is an Aghanim's time. That's from the Weaver, saving Moon once. It's not going to be enough to keep him actually alive for the full duration as they zip in, kill him off. Full set of racks taken by NaVi on the top lane. And giving us, without a doubt, the best Dota that we've seen so far from NaVi at this LAN. Yep. They're making this Huskar lineup just look looks so weak. It just falls over in every one of these team fights.
Yeah, and they have 21 deaths combined bottom on Tigers in their bottom lane. 21.
He gets broken straight away with the BKB. Crystallize looking to get on top of them. They've lost the Weaver. There's going to be no Agnim's time now. BKB's out from Ahjit. He's going to try his best to fight back as Crystallize is focusing the Tombstone, keeps his distance away from Ahjit as the BKB now wears off for the both of them. Magical zipping straight back in. Has he got the control? He's being fire blasted, multicasted by Moon, but he's in. The Vortex comes out. Ahjit will fall. Double kill for Blizzy again with the call from Blizzy. The triple kill from the Axe. The zombies do kill him, but Tigers, they get team wiped. NaVi doing it time and time again in this game 2.
He recovered so well in this game after that laning phase. He got the blink dagger at a good timing. And like I was mentioning, there's really so much that is coming down to this bottom lane that happened for Tigers. Now it's desperate moves they need to take. It's just getting harder and harder and harder versus NaVi's lineup. Their timing window has disappeared as Weaver's farm is completely stopped too.
And there's the lead. Oh, Blizzy! Straight in the 3-man call! 3 dead on Tigers as Blizzy once again.
GG.
Oh, you gotta tap out after that. You have to tap out after that. NaVi, this game 2, as I said in the game, the best showing from them here so far in a single game. This was an incredible performance from them, and against a draft that the panel all said, this Huskar lineup, it's an easy win for Tiger.
Holy woly, he did it too. He did it.
That means that you're going to be able to predict who's going to win, right?
Holy. Well, look, you're up first though.
Golly. Yeah.
So Blizzy again going to be set up for success.
Oh, top lane. Good bit of a harass here onto Crystallize. Light Strike won't catch him though. Just fast enough to keep the distance. And with the sail popped, he'll be back up to full. And in fact, down bottom, it's Xepher. He tried to come across to disrupt this from Blizzy, but Blizzy ends up getting the whole wave and the first blood. He's salving up as well, so it'll be good to stay down here. He's nearly level 5.
He has a hood coming out on the courier.
No, he does.
He has a full hood on the courier.
Sure, you mean a cloak, right?
No, it's a full hood.
Oh my goodness.
It's 3 minutes in.
3.5 minutes in. He's level 5 with a hood top lane. At least Tigers may be able to find themselves some positivities. They'll take down Crystallize, but 1437s have to die for the tower for it. So he'll die. Choose
and
there.
Moon might go down too.
Choose still got the combo. He's got the avalanche, a toss back as well, and the Moon. Fire blast, trying his best to run away, but Crystallize back in the lane. Won't look to commit. 5 minutes in, and Blizzy, he's got the tower. Yep. He's got the tower.
The dream for an axe. Cutting and getting every single last hit and then getting a first blood. You can't ask for more.
Oh, I see that try to shoot. There's 3 heroes here from Tigers trying to make the go, but Crystallize, he heads into the midst of them all. He's only level 4, so not a crazy amount of magical combo that he can throw out. Chu's still alive for now. Xepher from 1437, they'll look to die. Dragon Slave comes in. He needs another right click from Xepher though, and Chu, he's doing his best to juke it out through the trees. At the same time, SoNNeikO comes in with a wraparound on the mid lane. They'll kill off the Wonder Kid. Tigers do get the kill eventually onto the Tiny, but as we saw, they did lose that hero mid. They lost the Ember Spirit to a gank from SoNNeikO. Crystallize is going to need help, but by all means, you know, an axe with a good start, he's certainly the help that Ajara needs.
Sure.
That sort of jump and setup that buys time to keep people held underneath the cooldown. Chu does get found. Tigers keeping the 3-man up. It will punish Chu. The cooldown does come in, so Crystallize will look to turn. It's Crystallize with the Rocket Barrage, gets himself on top of Moon. The stick charges will not keep Moon alive, and in fact there's a wraparound as well from SoNNeikO as NaVi they'll look to take more than just the one from this. The chase down onto Xepher being proceeded on by Crystallize. Can they quite close the gap? 1437 goes for a light strike, but he gets dodged by Crystallize. They're still very low. In fact, they're going to send the Jara back. SoNNeikO's still trying to chase, but the backup's there.
Blizzy is uncontested.
Yeah, this axe has got the potential to entirely take over the game.
NaVi, 2k gold lead. Crystallize.
They got the light strike. And putting in Ahjit as well. Crystallize does get the cooldown off, and Tuesday with the backup. Crystallize should still fall for sure, and he does, but not before NaVi get 2 kills in return. Double kill for Chu, good burst of gold for him. Blizzy, a few more creeps, the Blink Dagger's already on its way out.
I mean, he's literally above 500 GPM, so that's pretty crazy.
And he's already looking to make a move. They're not going to quite expect this. They're not going to expect the 9-minute Blink Dagger hood axe. No one does. There's Ahjit. Going on to Chu. It's a bit of a bait there. There it control. The avalanche into the blink. They get the 2-man call, and it's 2 quick kills. And look at that. Respect from Blizzy as well, letting Crystallize take the kill on Moon. Doesn't go for the secondary dunk. He says my gyro needs the gold. He's going to get it. I'm a bro. Or at least sort of dissuade him from making these creep cuts. It just seems so powerful. And Blizzy knows exactly how to abuse it.
Every single time you see him just on the prowl. He doesn't show himself in lane at all when he's playing this.
inYourdreaM comes forward too far. He's going to get caught out by a call. The spin's coming to play. And the dunk from Blizzy. Another kill for the Axe.
Hashtag Blizzy.
Hashtag Blizzy.
He's doing everything right now for his team, and they're even looking to hunt more. Chu.
Yeah, mid lane.
Toss back.
Yeah, they go. They've got the control. Magical. Has he got enough damage? It certainly looks to be it. Moon's trying to at least bring down someone with him, but the light strike from 40-37 will not connect. As Chu still alive. Hand of God heal comes through.
And they're cutting. Blizzy's immediately on the way in the rotation to try to get some more catch.
Oh no, here comes Blizzy. Have some mercy. He's in. Cold embrace. Doesn't matter as Blizzy sends him to a cold hard grave.
7k gold lead. It's just ramping up too fast. They can just get on top of the Weaver and kill him immediately.
Oh, 17 minutes in. NaVi. Well, I'll tell you what they are. They're continuing to make that Drow strat look worse and worse, you know. Oh, bottom lane, Chu. He's got the setup. And they got the dunk. They got the kill. I mean, this team game one. Remember how they looked when they had a Drow strat? You know, I'm saying that's the Drow lineup.
Doesn't even care about the Blade Mill. He's just going for Shadow Blade. Go for that hunting. Just keep looking for those pickoffs time and time again. As they're going to just keep pushing all these side waves in. And Tiger is just still unable to really find positions to get outside the base. Every time they do, that happens. And they tip him. So now they're looking for some type of plays with their 3 stronger heroes on the map. But NaVi, they're done with making plays. They're ready to close this game out. Go to the high ground, get a pickoff.
Straight in. That's a core ogre.
Not anymore.
Sure, this game, it was a little better than game one. But it wasn't really a lane that would transition into a way that was going to be able to address the issues elsewhere on the map as Blizzy making the lead in, making the call happen as they catch out Xepher once more. Magical jumps in with the melt strike to bring down the Wyvern.
And Rocket hits the Lina, and Crystallize commits.
He is dead. He's got a buyback. There'll be a buyback straight away. Hand of God comes out from NaVi. They start to back off a little bit, but Blizzy! Oh, he's in again. The 2-man call, setting things up, but he is getting punished. The Gunner Blade comes down onto him. Blizzy may fall. He's trying to back off, but he'll die. They get the big kill onto the Axe. Can they get anything more, though, Moon? Trying to push them away, but they've already taken the range racks in the middle lane. As NaVi will not get the melee racks for now. The biggest kill we've seen for Tiger so far this game, and Magical, who's ready to go back in, jumps in onto Moon. Moon is dead for 35. They've got the combo onto the Emperor as well. That's 2 dead without buyback. The Winter's Curse could cause that man to die, but not Magical. He'll stay alive. The BKB in the mail's there. Sentry's going to be dropped down. It gets the blink off as well. To disjoin the right click from Ahjit. Magical will survive. And they're back in. Desolator striking into this Rex. Melee Rex will be claimed.
He's still keeping his Aegis alive. 40 HP. Oh my goodness.
This is absolutely going to be one of those sort of finals that you can say, you know, NaVi, when they turn up to the major, this is a team that can absolutely give the other people in the major a run for their money. It's not, you know, if they can continue to just perform like this in the grand finals of a minor, they're going to scale well at the major.
Yeah, definitely Tiger's going to have to go back to the drawing board, try to figure out something to do versus this NaVi.
Yeah, you can't, as I say, let him have that Axe. Blizzy just got so far ahead. He was set up for one of the easiest games he's had at LAN.
Yeah.
As he has been so enormously massive. There's nothing that Tigers can do about him. There's nothing that Tigers can do about the team as a whole. It's 25-6. Only 23 minutes into this game. As NaVi look to take a second set of racks. They're ready to dive for kills if Tigers want to continue to find. Again, Blizzy. He's in with the control onto Ahjit. Do they have the damage to kill him off in time? Cold Embrace will be there. Protecting Ahjit for now. They'll turn their attention towards Xepher. Ahjit will get himself back towards the base. There's 4 dead on Tigers, none with buyback. They'll be back up in about 10 seconds, 3 of them. But not before a second set of racks is taken from them.
And maybe change up their opener a little bit. It's just been an absolute treat for NaVi fans in particular.
And to do it sort of 2 games in a row
with a gyro.
With the gyro, without the IO. Yeah. At the start of the day, again, in the interview with Blizzy, he said they're just going to turn up and play their game, play their strategy. They're certainly doing that here.
Absolutely.
Just by picking this gyro, something that we hadn't seen from them yet. and showing us how well it can work even when the lane gets crushed. As GG is called, Game 3 goes to NaVi as they now lead 2-1 in this best of 5 grand finals at the minor. 1 game away for them from securing a position at the major. Tigers, they have to pick it up big time.
Invoker the Joker into Silencer Huskar. I'm pretty sure Huskar destroys that hero 1v1, but it'll be an Invoker versus Storm matchup.
There's so much damage on the side of Tigers right now, though. I'm looking at their spam ability with the Crystal Maiden that they opened up with, right? The Pango, the Tiny, the Mirana. Lots of different spells they can just throw out from a distance. NaVi's looks like it all needs to come together during those like big team fights. And SoNNeikO, looks like he's going to die here.
Now it's going to be first blood. Moon, he'll grab it. Tigers, off to a good morale boost to start this game 4.
She's 1-4-3-7. The Crystal Maiden trying to position behind it, maybe try to catch this Storm Spirit backing up, but doesn't happen. They will spot SoNNeikO though.
They can get the slow. Cold snap as well. SoNNeikO should be in a lot of trouble. With the alacrity on inYourdreaM and with the right clicks, that'll be a kill. SoNNeikO falls, more money for inYourdreaM in this mid matchup. Same time, they also find Magical in the jungle. The movement comes in from Xepher and also from MoonMeander. And a quick hello. And Blizzy realizes he's suddenly again in the position that he doesn't want to be in.
I love seeing musical lanes like this. Crystallize now, also getting bullied.
Yeah,
Arrow gets tanked.
If they got the damage, they do. That's Crystallize gone. And NaVi, they're looking to fight back. Look at the rotation from SoNNeikO with the haste rune. He's able to beat down one. Can they get anything more from this? Does not look like it.
With his swashbuckle that he's constantly going to be using onto the Eidolons. And then Invoker with a good start. So deep ward's been placed down. They want to try to make sure they can keep tabs on this Storm
They
Spirit.
can discard this tower for the kill hit. That's SoNNeikO. He's trapped. There's no escape for him. As Wonder Kid comes and corners him in the trees. Living Armor actually will buy him time. That's 3 NaVi TPs coming in. Wonder Kid will turn with a tornado and keep them back.
And gets the kill.
And does indeed finish off SoNNeikO. Now with the zip forward. Magical trying to find kills in response. They've got the Moonlight Shadow. Won't save 1437 underneath the tower. NaVi finds something in return. Xepher still hunting. Oh, we get Blizzy! Blizzy tried for the black hole, but the avalanche was already out. So not only killing the Enigma, but no threat of the black hole for a good couple of minutes because of that attempted play. Magical does look to strike back after losing the tower, getting himself on top. But there's the Pango play coming in from Moon. Rolls in with the Rolling Thunder. The toss combo's there as they punish the Storm for attempting to kill the Invoker. Tigers keeping a very good hold at the opening of this game 4. 9 minutes in, it's 9-3, a 4K lead for Tigers.
And immediately, Tigers, again, relentless. Whenever they claim their advantage in the early game, they do seem to really want to press the issue forward.
Oh, the toss forward on the CM! Oh,
he's out of mana.
Has he got a swashbuckle?
The punch strike. Oh.
I mean, they've got him surely.
The living armor of the tree?
You gotta dive for this. He doesn't need to. Indeed, the tree is enough. See if NaVi can claim kills for this, though, as Tigers have had to dive pretty damn deep for this one. Chu and SoNNeikO, they've got the control and damage onto Xepher. Xepher will turn with the avalanche and toss. Does end up losing his life to the tower, though.
Such a great start for Tigers. 7K gold lead. Crystallize. They're hunting him again.
And they found him. The frostbite, the avalanche, all the disable in the world. He tries to jump away. Make sure that he doesn't get the chance to fight back.
Yep. And immediately they always have their TPs ready too. You see Wonder Kid, he's ready pushing out mid lane. He wants to prepare for top. MoonMeander might look to commit forward here.
Let's see what
he's getting jumped on first.
Yeah, they dive in. They're not going to need to use the black hole for this one, as they just beat down the Pangolier. TPs are coming in. Only one will actually continue though. Just Xepher to come through. Has got the Moonlight Shadow. The throw out of dust doesn't clip onto the Tiny.
At least 2 of the Tigers making their way up, but NaVi, they've got everyone up here.
Let's see how they start the fight, Tigers. There's Magicals laying down the remnants on top of Ahjit. Ahjit quick with the leap out, but the global silence is out. NaVi looking to push forward for more. The overgrowth comes out, logging out Ahjit. The 3 grouped up together, but the tornado EMP's going to cause issues for Blizzy as he's got no mana. He'll pop the stick charges, but he's having to run away from Xepher as the Tiny straight on top of him with the tree throw takes down the Enigma. Chu will be able to hide in the trees. He's got full HP, so he'll be fine. So he.
And Blizzy, he's going to go for the Midas again in this game as he does pretty much every single time. but it's going to be very late as he's been running around and just getting punished over and over again by Tiger's rotations. Bounty runes.
They're going to look for it, but Magical. Frostbite.
The arrow
connects as well. Jump forward from Ahjit. There is a living armor giving him some sort of safety, but it's not enough. The right clicks from Tigers finish off the storm.
They might actually be able to claim all 4 bounties. They didn't. NaVi did not take the bottom one either. And like we said, they just want to keep that pace up. Keep the Huskar on the back foot. He'll never be able to catch up and never be able to actually claim a Roshan. It's 10k gold lead for them, and their team fight is very scary.
Oh, they're hunting down Magical. They've got the setup with the Rolling Thunder, the arrow, the Sunstrike, everything down upon him, and the burst is enough. Perfect setup from Moon with the Rolling Thunder. Storm Spirit that's desperately trying to catch back up this game. As Tigers taking over the map.
They look like a totally different team when they're playing this Pango type of lineup. MoonMeander able to get involved so much earlier.
Blizzy, does he want to commit for this? That's the question. He's got the Black Hole down, Sentry placed as well. It's a big kill if they can get away with it. The Overgrowth and the jump forward from Crystallize will allow them to take down inYourdreaM.
They used all their big ultis to get that kill. Magical. 2, 5, and 1 in this game. Not even near the performance that he had earlier on that Storm Spirit. Just that lane matchup being ever so difficult and just the pressure they put on him.
Oh, and they found SoNNeikO. Tries to come out for the quick D ward, but Tigers are in position to punish him.
He's trying so hard to get rid of the vision, but like I said, they're playing around their vision. They're playing incredibly aggressive.
And with this smoke, they may find more. Crystallize dangerously close to the whereabouts of Tigers at the moment.
They know he's there.
The pings come out. Crystallize has been found. The slow comes into play. He's trying to back off, but the tornado allows them time to surround him and take Crystallize down once more.
They've just got so much more space on the map to farm as NaVi, they're just trapped in their base. Blizzy has a Blink Dagger, but he needs, just like that other game, he needs some type of 5-man black hole to try to salvage this because it is looking so troublesome.
Oh, and outside of the base, NaVi, they're trying to fight, but there's so many heroes here. Crystallize dies forward, living armor's on him, but there's no one else that's looking to help that Huskar. He's too far out and too alone.
He doesn't even look like a Huskar in this game. He's just dying to every... Look, there's just too much spells, too much control coming out on this man.
Just didn't get the chance to use his Midas though, Blizzy. I think because he was trying to hunt for a creep web to find a chance as he'll get lucky mid. Needs that BKB ASAP. Chew. Outside the base, found out they're going to try and commit for this one. They'll go in, he's looking to get in position for the black hole. Does get the 2 of them. Is there any disabling time? There is not. So NaVi get away with the 2 kills. There'll be a buyback straight away from 1437 as Tigers, they're still more than happy to fight. Sunstrike, Meteor down onto Blizzy, the Yules catch as well onto Crystallize, allowing time for the cooldowns to come back up as they get on top of him, beat him down. As Tigers will still take the fight.
It was just the supports that got hold. All the beefy cores, all the strong heroes that are dishing out the most amount of damage on the side of Tigers were alive, and now SoNNeikO.
He will go for the suicide play to find the 2 bounty runes, but will indeed pay with his life as Moon and Ahjit there to continue the bloodshed from NaVi.
Both these teams incredibly prepared for those type of heroes.
On inYourdreaM. On the hunt again as soon as the push starts to come in on this bottom lane. Chew is around. Magical. He has to get out of here. Goes for the big zip. That
Tornado.
should be enough to keep him safe. He's out of range of the tornado. Is out of mana.
They're just pinging him.
They do actually have the wraparound from Moon. Moon did have the Rolling Thunder and the Yules. Will now go for the play. Have they got enough control? TPs are coming in. Blizzy's there. Can he actually do anything to help out Magical? Magical's still out of mana. The Spirit Vessel down onto him, and with the Rolling Thunder, Moon's got the control. He's into the base. He's diving from what? Swashbuckle for the low ground. Brings Blizzy low. Spirit Vessel out from inYourdreaM. Secures the kill. Tigers get 2 more. Continuing to add to this massive tally of kills they found in just 26 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, this Storm and Huskar have 15,000 net worth together. Mirana has 15,000 net worth herself.
It's down in the jungle. They found him. They found Blizzy. Blizzy with a Sunstrike to the head will fall. Chew tries to fight back with the Overgrowth. Magical's on top of 1437. They'll get the CM. A quick route as well onto the Pangolier. They do have the Vortex controlling him. They'll take him down as well.
All right. They punch back a little bit here. It's a gem as well that's been picked up.
And big zip. Ooh, Magical won't quite get the touch onto Xepher before the blink is out. First bit of a showing and a poke from Xepher in the mid lane. inYourdreaM will be spotted out by Chew. Chu, he's got the vision set up. They are going to zip, dodge the tornadoes. They get themselves on top of the Invoker. He's rooted up as well. Global silence being committed as they bring in Crystallize. He gets the light break across. The self-fuels will throw him up in the air for some time, but he'll still die. They get the Invoker. Commit forward now with the Rolling Thunder as Moon heads straight past them, trying to look for the backlines of NaVi. Crystallize still with the BKB up. Blizzy yet to pop his. Could look to jump in. There's been a buyback from inYourdreaM as they'll slow down Crystallize. BKB from Ahjit as he commits on top of the Huskar. Gets his godlike streaker going as they take down 2 members of NaVi. Blizzy still has the BKB, still has the black hole ready. But they're without their Huskar for 35. If they can kill that Invoker a second time, that could open something big on the map, but oh no, Blizzy!
Oh no.
He's been caught out, the toss combos comes in, he's got the money for buyback.
Invoker just got the level 20 Cataclysm talent as well too, right when he bought back. Any type of stun will lead into a Cataclysm, and that is a, I mean, max level Exort Invoker with Aghanim, so it's going to be an extra like 1200 pure damage on top if he is able to use it with any stun.
Look at this wraparound as well from Tigers. They know that Navi's likely to leave the base to head towards the pit. They are going to be coming in from the low ground though. For a step forward from SoNNeikO, he is going to spot this out. Moon does get the Rolling Thunder off. Turns towards the Silencer immediately with the Yule's combo, bouncing him up and down in place. Magical Crystallize there as well. Crystallize with the BKB committal. Magical heads towards the side, but they've lost Blizzy. Ahjit with the BKB commits straight away on top of the Enigma. Blizzy's dead without buyback for 70 seconds. They get Crystallize as well. 3 dead on NaVi. No buybacks available. Can NaVi buy time for another attempt at holding on in this game?
It's not looking like it. Still 45 seconds, no Enigma.
They certainly aren't. Even with the silence and the Huskar back up,
it's not enough.
I don't know if NaVi can go for this. They need that black hole. As Blizzy, he was looking so solid in terms of getting that BKB online, but ever since that, he got caught out twice in a row, and it's been so painful. Magical using all of the mana possible to keep them off this bottom set of racks. Chu goes in, he gets caught out, does have buyback, jump forward there on top of SoNNeikO, pop the global silence. Living Armor's there as well. Magical zips in, he's managed to get himself on top of Ahjit. Ahjit will fall. They get the Marana and now step forward for more. Swashbuckle from MoonMeander keeping the distance. 40-37 goes for the freezing field with the BKB. Crystallize, he takes down the CM. They've got the overgrowth, locking down 2 more as NaVi, they'll take 4. Ultra kill for Crystallize as NaVi, against all odds, will keep that bottom racks alive and keep themselves in the game. But this Roshan, as you say, without buyback on either Moon or inYourdreaM, very little that Tigers can do to contest. Xepher can go for a YOLO play. But Blizzy,
they're throwing the scan out already. They know he's on the high ground.
And Magical's going to come searching straight away. Xepher does get the combo. Oh, Magical, he nearly dies. Oh, he's got to get out of there.
Almost dies,
but he does make the space for NaVi to finish off Roshan, get the Aegis on Crystallize. Freezing Frostbite from 1437 is out, but Crystallize jumps in. The dust is there as well upon the CM. As 1437 will fall, Magical claims the bounty runes. NaVi, it can't be too hot at the moment after that defense down bottom, as we see here. Just only SoNNeikO and Crystallize with buybacks available. 2.5 minutes and Blizzy's will be back. It's a pretty long 2 minutes though. Arrows out, they've got the ward down as well, Tigers, so they see Magical. They get the opening with the Frostbite, they're trying to lead forward as well. The Yules and the Rolling Thunder, but Blizzy's in! He gets the 2-man black hole! Have they got the damage to get the kills whilst this black hole's going on? The overgrowth's out as well! The Cataclysm's in place, they've got to back off! Blizzy taking 2 sun strikes to the face as he falls low! They've killed off Ahjit with the immediate buyback. inYourdreaM trying to lead forward onto the Enigma. Blizzy's still alive for now. The big leap for Crystallize comes out onto inYourdreaM, but they do not have the disable to kill him. They've lost Blizzy, they've lost Magical without buyback. Can SoNNeikO Crystallize keep the fight going? Moon, he's got the shield crest, damage resistance, he keeps the distance. SoNNeikO will fall. He's got buyback available, but the cold snap Spirit Vessel takes Crystallize down the once. Chu watching from the sidelines. He gets the Meteor Hammer down, the roots onto Moon. Crystallize getting kited up by the side of Tigers. Can they get Crystallize back to safety? Chu still hiding amongst the trees. The tornado, the Meteor combo from inYourdreaM comes down, takes SoNNeikO out a second time. A big leap for Crystallize, but the deafening blast knocks him back. They've lost Chu as Tigers finds him in the trees. GG is called with only Crystallize left standing. There's no chance for NaVi to hold on anymore in this game.
Oh, we got a game 5.
We have indeed. Tigers, after a disastrous game 2 and game 3, they get themselves back on track with a very convincing game 4.
One was Alchemist, the other one was Clinks.
Oh, damn, Kyle.
This is the exact same draft they had against Infamous Game 1 yesterday.
You're seeing him do these like high skill heroes that are just like doing crazy flashy plays. Underlord, you kind of just stand there and you're casting your stuff. It's bottom
lane.
Do they have it?
They don't.
The bash?
The bash, indeed. That bash from Crystallize, stopping Tigers from getting first blood. One more right click from Ahjit would have done it.
Beautiful.
At the same time, though, 1437 getting some good blocks onto SoNNeikO.
Got a mango.
He is going to go for the TP out. There's the mango, the frostbite. 1437 with the outplay. Secures first blood for Tigers nonetheless.
And the tip immediately.
It's all on, everything to play for in this best of 5 final game. With the Tiny, you can expect Xepher to perform.
Bounty runes, 10 seconds. People already starting to prepare for them. We see the tree already kind of making his way to them. Underlord looks like he's trying to make sure he claims the enemy one, but
Blizzy,
there's Alina here too.
He's in a bit of a strange position as he was hiding behind the tree, but indeed with a rotation from inYourdreaM, he gets cut down. Same time, Crystallize, he's going to get just taken out by Ahjit there as that attempt for bounty runes by NaVi up and down the map.
You don't really see those wards coming out like this, but they know they have a bit of a greedy draft when it comes to it.
Bottom lane. Trying to look for the setup onto Ahjit, but as soon as he's aware they're hunting for him, pops a leap, keeps the distance, he's out of there.
They're not giving him any
Xepher
space.
does indeed make the invasion. They've got the setup, he'll get the chemical rage off, but the tree throw, it's enough. Perfect move from Tigers as they sweep across Navi's half of the map and punish Magical. Keep a look in onto Magical, try and still CS that he can.
He gets both of them there, and he's looking to get another one.
Yeah.
He will take them all.
He's taken every single one, including the skeletons at bottom lane. They've got Crystallize too. 1437 and Ahjit finding the pick off. It's 5-0, 8 minutes in, a 3k lead for Tigers.
Tigers, they can just run from lane to lane with this Tiny, with this Crystal Maiden to look to set up kills, but now there at least is a black hole available for Blizzy. But look at Xepher, he's just following Magical.
I mean, and there's no one keeping him off him. We are now going to see SoNNeikO head over. They drew the toss, the avalanche, but Blizzy's there as well with the Malefice. They should be able to kill Xepher off, as he has certainly been a huge nuisance so far for NaVi. But he will finally get punished. Magical able to chase him underneath the tower, and they get the kill.
He can't really walk up and get too many last hits. If he does, he gets harassed significantly. And Tigers, they're not slowing down. They want to keep this pace up. They want to keep hunting for kills constantly.
Magical.
1437.
He's going to have eyes on him, but inYourdreaM's there. Light strikes down, they won't commit with the burst. They know there's not quite enough. Crystallize is coming across. He's got a Chronosphere, pops it. He gets the catch onto the Lina that they need. Do they have follow-up disable and detection afterwards? They do have a sentry down, but the Laguna will still come out. They lose SoNNeikO, but they get the kill on inYourdreaM. Jump forward now with the point and concoction. Magical throws it down onto 1437, but they don't have any further detected, but it doesn't matter. Oh, Blizzy, he goes for the blind black hole. The Moonlight Shadow's about to wear. Midnight Pulse is down. They'll kill off 1437. Magical looking to chase for more. Concoction back up in 5 seconds. That was a strong play from Blizzy, committing the black hole onto the 2 Moonlight Shadow targets. The concoction's cooking up as they get this connection onto Xepher. Time warp forward by Crystallize. Malefice is there as well as NaVi. They'll show Tigers what they think about Tigers invading their jungle time after time. They sort of let the Alchemist through because they had this way of approaching and punishing the Alchemist pick.
Got bounty runes in about 10 seconds. Tigers want to ideally try to claim as many of those as possible versus an Alchemist, but look at NaVi. They're emphasizing so much on trying to claim it. Moon, he's just walking in.
He is.
Tigers is here too.
They are coming in with the wraparound. The quick burst means the SoNNeikO is not going to get the chance to get the ult off. They've got the root down onto the 2 of them as well as the freezing field. Magical falls. Blizzy gets hit by a tree. As Tigers just reading every single movement and intention from NaVi this game.
Flawless move so far. I mean, it's 5-11. They've gotten a lot of like NaVi having to commit some big ultis to get these kills, but Tigers, they're emphasizing so much on this pressure. The arrow, Crystallize.
He has to get out of it.
He's getting chased though.
He is. He's already used the first time. Look, he's going to have it back up in a couple of seconds, but they have the control. So many stuns for this Void to worry about.
They are not farming well whatsoever. The Tiny is about to surpass Crystallize in farm. And Crystallize, he doesn't have any space to get any farm. This Alchemist needs all of it.
Blizzy?
Immediate invasions by Tigers.
He's starting to poke outside of the base, but 1437, he's got friends nearby. Moon is there. They will manage to hold themselves near the shrine. Light Strike comes down out onto the tree, and they're by the shrine, healing up. Chu, he's thinking about throwing out the overgrowth. Blizzy, he does go for the black hole. Gets the 2 of them, but the Light Strike's there from inYourdreaM from the high ground. Has the instant cancel. They take down the 2 of them. NaVi have lost 2 kills. They're trying to fight back. The Chrono is not going to save the Supernova. It's a disaster for NaVi. Light Strike through the Chronosphere, holds down Crystallize. The arrow, it connects. Tigers, they're not done with just 4. They'll take the full team team wipe. inYourdreaM gets an ultra kill. As NaVi there, they used the overgrowth, they used the black hole, they used the supernova, they used the chronosphere. It didn't matter, they lost everybody.
And now they just continue this pressure, right? Just keep these high ground visions, defend your wards on the side of Tigers. Don't let NaVi get any space on the map. Place a ward on the bottom side too so you can see whenever this Alchemist goes jungle, and immediately, 1437, they're hunting. They found Magical.
He's all alone. No escape for the Alchemist.
Tigers are just playing this, yeah, perfect. They're punishing the greed, not giving any space, getting some space to farm, getting these bounties. They won't let them. Look, immediately they start running bottom. They're just running from literally lane to lane, just hunting.
Yeah,
they don't care about getting farmed with creeps.
Magical. He's got to back up. They're closing in. They're on top of him with the Frostbite. He'll get the Chemical Rage off, but Xepher's there with the wraparound. Jumps in with the combo. They're underneath the tower, though. Xepher is split up from the rest of the team. They'll get the Concoction and Acid Spray down onto the Tiny. Xepher will fall. Is now, with one man down, they've got to consider if they really want to pick around. Crystallize gets the setup with the Chronosphere out onto the two of them with the Mask of Madness. They beat down the Crystal Maiden. They surround Moon. The Bash is coming out. NaVi strike back. They'll get the 3 kills. They will be able to punish Tigers for just diving that little bit too far.
All about this pressure. So Magical gets the level 15 mark, which is a very significant portion for that Alchemist. You get that 400 health talent. Can be able to absorb some more of that damage that Tigers has.
The two have eyes on Xepher. Coming across, trying for the D-Ward. Does get the D-Ward, but it costs him his life.
Yep.
As NaVi will be quick to reclaim control of that ward spot. 1437 and inYourdreaM pushing in. Crystallize, maybe seeing if he can find the setup for the Chronosphere. Does he really want to chase forward for this? They've got the Frostbite. inYourdreaM coming back in, but the Chrono comes out straight away. The Laguna!
The distance.
The Yaws damage as well. Can he get out of this? He can't! The Frostbite kills him! And now the egg down. The egg, will it be successful? Blizzy coming in from the side. The egg does fall, but the black hole setup's there. It's out onto the two of them. They've got inYourdreaM. Ahjit trying to leap away. Moonlight Shadow as well. We'll keep him safe. As Tigers, they back off. A 2-for-2 trade. Magical, he's got the dust. Can he get the Concoction out though? He can. Yes, he can. He gets it out to 4037. But Ahjit turns the arrow out onto Chu.
Living
Armor's there as he's trying to retreat, but the damage over time will tick him out. The buyback from inYourdreaM will mean that the setup, the catch is there for Blizzy. Yule's Scepter and a Light Strike holds him in place. As Tigers, they buy back on inYourdreaM, but it will keep them on top once again. They've got to get that courier as well out to the secret shop as Magical needs his Manta style. He needs to get that ultimate orb. There is a Crystal Maiden hanging around there. They've got to be careful with the courier here. 1437 is nearby. He does manage to get it in and out, but there's the jump. They toss Magical back. Magical needs help. SoNNeikO's been taken down. Magical gets beat down as well. Tigers, they take more from NaVi. 2 more kills, and they'll continue to push on.
And they need to take this tower down too, because there's a tree armor, so it's going to get healed up if they don't finish it.
And they'll get it.
And they do get it.
They get the tier 3 tower with the commitment. Moon has the pipe. Sunray's coming out. It's not enough. And in fact, Xepher jumps back in. SoNNeikO's got to be careful. Living Armor will keep him safe once more. The Concoction does come out, trapping Xepher underneath the tier 3 tower. They had to buy back on both SoNNeikO and Magical.
And Tigers, they're going to look to clean out those shrines.
And it looks like NaVi, they were unable to get the courier safely to the shop. Still needs to get that ultimate orb. Magical. As Tigers, they're all over this area of the map, making it very hard for NaVi to get over. Chu is trying for the lead, and they do have a Chronosphere available if they see an opportunity, but the Pit of Malice comes out in response. SoNNeikO, he's trying here with the Supernova, the 1437 and Moon, they're hitting it. They've got the overthrow. Can they hold them back in time? No, the egg falls. Magical in on top of 1437. The Chrono, it gets the 3 of them, but do they have the damage? The arrow, it hits Crystallize. They may have killed 2 of Tigers. Moon's trying for the rift out. Can he get him and Ahjit out in time? He can. Oh. So again, Tigers, sure they lose 2, but they still continue to come out on top of these fights, despite NaVi using their ultimates.
And it's working again, 16,000 gold.
They have to be careful with this Moonlight. They're closing in on them. Time lockout from Crystallize.
Time dilation. That's your hero, Owen.
Damn it, it is. It's alright, I don't skill that skill.
You really don't.
No.
Xepher It's spotted. Magical.
Yeah, it's been ticked down by the Radiance.
There's a lot of Navi's heroes here.
Can they do this? They do have the ultimates to play around as well if a full-fledged team fight kicks off. The toss is actually going to mean that Magical is out of the way of the arrow. Xepher sort of saving him. Xepher is still alive though. Does manage to walk off. Moon comes in with a wraparound. The pit's down onto Magical. Magical does not have the ult, but they do with the chrono. They get it down, but the rift is going to be there from Moon. It's looking to take the team out in time. Will it be that it
brings him out?
Moon takes everyone back to safety. Xepher and 1437 are left behind, but they can still walk it off.
That's like every ulti. Now Tigers can reset. They can look to either go for the Roche or they can look to just go for fight.
Blizzy, he's in trouble. The Yule set up there from inYourdreaM. Living armor. Is it really going to be enough along with the Crimson Guard to save this Enigma? It is not. They've lost Blizzy.
They know there's no ultis available.
As Tigers taking the Roshan for free.
Oh, look at this. Look at this Underlord's HP regen. Look at that. 73.5. They got the level 20 talent now.
Do we have anyone that can get a Spirit Vessel on Navi's line?
They have one on tree. And this is time. Tigers, they've got their lanes in good positions. They want to claim a Rax.
Navi's got to get back. Now I imagine Crystallize does have a TP. He does. He's going to head back. They want to hold this. The arrow. Ahjit. It connected. Blizzy's going to try to walk forward, but the Laguna already comes down with the Aghanims. It's more than enough damage to just finish SoNNeikO off straight up. Ahjit committing with the BKB, jumps in. The black hole is there. It's holding down Ahjit, but the light strike, it cancels the black hole. It's gone. They jump in. They've killed off a third. Then we have buyback from Crystallize, buyback from Blizzy. But he's got no black hole, there's no Treant, and there is no Phoenix for this defense.
And they've used their BKB on the Alchemist too. His Chemical Rage is back up now on Alk. He's trying to walk forward, but we see how strong Tigers is when they come in.
They're in straight away again. Xepher with a two-man avalanche to toss the control. Blizzy tries to turn. They jump in. Crystallize has got the chrono. Do they have the damage? The Radiance burn. The Supernova NaVi. They've got the Underlord. They've got the CM. They're looking for more. They got that Aegis. Can they kill Ahjit a second time? Ahjit trying to fight back. Beating into SoNNeikO. SoNNeikO keeps his distance, but the right clicks are enough. Ahjit takes down the Phoenix. A Laguna from inYourdreaM bursts down. Crystallize. Magical controlled. Tigers, they get the four of them.
There's a buyback on the Alk, but everybody else is dead. The siege by Tigers. That Laguna Blade, I think that Laguna Blade almost killed Crystallize from full health. Just such an, it's just too much of a gold lead. Tigers, we had a beautiful setup by NaVi. They catch pretty much the perfect fight for themselves, but Tigers, they're just too strong.
As NaVi, they're going to try with just the two of them. They move in, they've got the root, the self-fuels will buy time for the Tiny to be set, and Magical gets the concoction off. BKB out as well, beats down the Tiny, buyback straight away.
Overgrowth on 3.
Allows Magical to keep the distance back off. 10 seconds until Blizzy's back in the game. They're doing their best in NaVi as the two of them to make sure they don't lose a second set of racks. But the burst Laguna again gets the kill. The Radiance from the illusion though is ticking inYourdreaM down. He's trying to run away. He can't. He dies to the Radiance burn. But back in the base, Ahjit jumps in with the BKB. Magical gets bursted. Blizzy tries to come in as the BKB from Ahjit allows him to commit for more. He's taking a lot of damage from the tier 4 tower. It was Ahjit. He may just die. No, the moonlight.
Oh my god, he almost died.
Save him from that last hit from the tier 4 tower. He gets back out.
There's no Alchemist for 80. The team fight, like sure, when they have their ultis, they can be strong, but the Alchemist is everything for them. Tigers, they're looking to close it.
5 seconds until the Chronosphere from Crystallize. But this tier 3 tower is falling. They get the Yule setup. They're trying to commit in. The Supernova comes out. He needs a perfect chrono. Can he actually get to the linear time? The Supernova is still going for now. Moon, he's trying to finish it off, but he can't. The Supernova successful. Moon's still very tanky. Spirit Vessel is down upon him. Crystallize gets blasted though. No chance for a chrono, and Xepher's on top of him with the Toss Avalanche combo. They are without the Void Chew. He's been dusted. Blizzy walking in. He's got the black hole. They don't have the control though. The Yules comes out. The black hole cancelled Tigers. They found 3. The light strikes down onto Blizzy. Yules as well onto the Phoenix. GG is called. And Tigers have done it. They are going to the major.
Look at Moon. He's so happy. Theban gets up instantly. 1-4 just like,
what is going?
That was fantastic.
I mean, and a team. Game 2, game 3. These guys, they were able to pick themselves back up after 2 crushing defeats to come back in Game 4 and Game 5. They had an answer for a winning draft that we've seen from NaVi earlier in this tournament.